What's cracking, guys? Bruce Madsen here, your host show of Metric Scout Fantasy Football. I got a different show for you guys today, and I just wanted to go over this, share this, do a reaction vid to this, because I thought it was very entertaining when this came my way on social media, and it was just mind-boggling. This is the clip of Roger Goodell in front of Congress today, or earlier today. It's 3 in the morning right now. And I'm just shooting this clip, but Roger Goodell is in front of Congress, and they are asking him asinine questions about other things than the topic that they're supposed to at hand. Dan Snyder, part of that, I kind of almost forget what they're trying to talk to him about, even, because all this roundabout stuff that's going on, that's been popping up on my timeline. There's more than this. This clip, though, is probably the most hilarious one, but I really want to go over it with you guys, show it to you, just in case you haven't seen it. It was blasted all over social media, so most of you probably already aware, but some of you might not be. And I'm going to play this, and I'm going to pause, give my reaction, all that stuff, but sit back, enjoy this show.
Be frank with you, I'm angry and I'm concerned. Last week marked the 50th anniversary of Watergate.
Watergate. So this is going to be an interesting segue to what we're digging into. Like, when you bring up Watergate, that means you're going to go pretty deep into to a certain situation.
Which was a scandal that led to a series of felony convictions and the first resignation of a United States president. And it tore at the very fabric of American society. And a scant 7.5 years ago, another scandal rocked our nation, threatening the very core and foundation of our republic. That being, of course, Deflate-Gate.
So we're comparing Watergate with Deflate-Gate. That is hilarious, especially considering the context here that this is in front of Congress, and the segue to it's just quite apropos to what our nation's been about lately.
Where in an AFC championship game, the NFL footballs, the pigskins, the rock, the pill, the hand egg, the melon, and the leather was mysteriously underinflated by 2 PSI, pounds per square inch.
I like how he has to let you know that PSI means pounds per square inch, like we don't know what that means.
This led to a multifaceted investigation, months long, thousands of dollars spent. Where the GOAT, Mr. California Cool, the real Slim Brady, the master.
The real Slim Brady. Like, how often you hear Tom Brady called that's just crazy.
The Lord of the Rings, Tom Terrific.
Lord of the Rings.
Tom Brady was suspended by the league. Mr. Quishner, I'm sure you're aware that many in New England worship Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr.
Like, the magnitude of research he had to do to create this monologue for Tom Brady, the Deflate-Gate, had to take him a bit, because I know, like, may not be as in-depth with football knowledge as, like, some of us guys, since he's in Congress. Yeah, has to know a bunch of stuff, unless his Sundays are pretty revolved around that. So I don't know why you got to put this much time in it
as a demigod
on this.
And being a New England native myself,
a demigod,
I don't blame him one bit. So my point here, sir, is that this country simply can't afford another scandal, particularly a preventable one. So I'm surprised that in reviewing the league rules to prepare for this hearing, this critical hearing, we uncovered that the NFL requires footballs today to be inflated to a gauge pressure of between 12.5 and 13.5 PSI. And the rules don't state and specify the temperature at which these measurements are to be made. And the pressure temperature law states that there is a positive correlation between the temperature and the pressure of a gas when there's a...
We all know this because we all drive vehicles. We all know, like, in the winter or fall, when the weather changes, the cool of the weather and it gets colder out, your tires deflate a little bit, and then you got to put a little bit of air in it. We all know this. I don't know why we got to go in depth in this. And then why is the government caring about the little rules and in the NFL. Like, we have bigger things to worry about right now. Why does this even need to be a discussion? Why do we need to look in this? Why do we need to devote this time? Why am I doing this? Why do I need to do this video on this? You're taking up so many people's time on something so little.
How can we, Commissioner, guarantee the consistency of the PSI levels of footballs moving forward?
Well, Congressman, it's been quite a while since I focused on this issue, but I'll tell you, our procedures now are that our game officials make that check prior to the game. And so they are the ones that do that individually, and then the balls are under protected order from that point on.
So this is the craziest thing, because they already had the process in place, and this process has been in place for years now. They could not look that up before asking this question, before taking up this time today. And quite frankly, like, all of this build-up in this question is just a waste of time. A lot of waste of time here, and I don't know why we're in front of Congress to begin with. And this is about the Dan Snyder situation, and if you came on social media and you just saw this, you wouldn't even know what they were talking about. The funny thing about this, though, is that this guy spent so much time to create this monologue, this Edward Allan Poe saying about Tom Brady, Deflate-Gate and stuff, just trying to jazz up his words. And for what? For what? I don't know this dude. I don't know who he is, or what he is about, or what he's done in his life, or whatever he is. But watching this clip is pretty ignorant. It's pretty ignorant thing to see. And I don't understand. I get the point. What they're trying to go at is, if you have failed policies, failed programs in the past, why can't your failed policy or program, what you're doing, whatever, in this Dan Snyder situation, why can't that be flawed as well? I think that's what they're trying to paint. I don't know. Drop your thoughts in the comments. When it comes to social issues, when it comes to this kind of stuff, I'm very ignorant. I have a full-time job, and I post a lot on YouTube, so of course I don't know much about that kind of stuff. I also write a bunch of fantasy football articles on the internet, so I don't have much time to figure this stuff out. That is not my forte. But when a video like this comes my way on social media, and I feel like I can entertain you guys with it, talk about it a little bit, give you my perspective, cut up some jokes, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it just to help you guys out, get you through your day. Let me know what you think about this, what you think about what that dude was saying, what you think about anything. The Dan Snyder situation, I've not read up on it yet. I've not looked into it much. I've actually knew more about it way back when, and then these clips came up, and now it's starting to process back in my head again. But really, I'm just getting ready for the NFL season, getting projections ready, getting the drafts ready, Devy drafts ready. I'm in some mock drafts, real drafts for some of my new leagues. I jumped in a new league the other day, doing an auction draft for that. Pretty intensive. So I don't really have enough bandwidth to go into some of these issues. But I really wanted to talk about this clip because I thought it was very entertaining. I thought it was funny. And some of you guys probably haven't even seen it yet. And listening to it is very interesting to see. But let me know in the comments what you think. Make sure you smash that subscribe button on the way out. It really helps the channel. And once training camp hits, I'll have more clips out on players. And there'll be more because training camp, the beat writers love to post clips because that allows them to get their name out and stuff on social media. And there's just more to post from there. So if you really liked what I was posting from minicamp and OTAs, you're going to get a lot more come training camp. And then next thing you know, we're in preseason, regular season, and we're going through the grind. But I want to thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.